Good morning, everybody. Excuse me while I just have a very quick hammer. I am just finishing off today's make on purpose, really, because I've got a lot to show you today. And so there are some repeats of things that need doing on today's make. So I thought what I'll do is I'll do half of them, then I can show you the other half. We'll do a demo in reverse. I'll show you the stuff that we've got on sale. We've got a lot. You can ask Gemma about this and she'll tell you we've got a lot. Yeah, we've got a lot on today's show for you. Lots of them one-offs. Because we got some samples for you. Because let's face it, if you have come up against presents and you're not quite sure, or maybe you just want a little gift for yourself, then we might just have you covered. I'd like to say that we have everything that I advertised on Facebook. However, some of the members of staff here might have gone, oh no, I wanted that. We're not naming any names. We will not be naming and shaming Jane at all for wanting to keep various quilts that she has made in the past. That is absolutely fine. It's like, are you sure, Jane? Yes, I am. So today we have got the last of our coated drill fabrics. Now, you guys know the story by now. These are coming from the mill that make all things Barber. I've managed to get them at a ridiculous price. They are waterproof. I put a little video these for aprons because they're waterproof. I used a oil over mine and it just sort of pooled and then I dabbed it off, and actually I did more damage in dabbing that off than if I'd just let it run off. But these are just really, really useful fabrics, really useful. So yeah, if I'm going to have an apron, I don't want everything to stain on it. And that it's not going to be a thing on these. We've made aprons before, we have. And we've done them in calico and stuff like that because that's really cost effective. But when I get for you a super duper, sorry, I'm looking for my pair of scissors, I've lost them. A super duper technical fabric, and it is coming in at an insanely cheap price, we would be silly not to do those everyday items that we want to last. Now, I don't know about you. I will not be doing the cooking on Christmas Day because actually we're not really having a traditional Christmas dinner. We're going to do we're going to barbecue on the beach, but I know in this country, bear with me because this is half done. I thought a nice little apron like this, and that will go round. It's going to be super smart. Round there. This will then, where's it gone? Where has it gone? There. That will cross over. There's going to be a hole in a minute in there so that I can then have it cross over the back. It's a good sturdy apron, this. I've got big pockets. I'm a fan of a big pocket. I've got a little pocket, and I've got somewhere, I'm going to have two of those, that if I need to put a little utensil or a bottle opener or something in there, or even my lighter for the barbecue, I can pop that on there as well. I can have everything. Everything. Do you know what, actually, I used that this morning. I was really thrilled because I was also testing out whether or not these fabrics were flame retardant. I know. I do all the tests so you don't have to. And it didn't go up in flames. I don't know if it's actually flame retardant. I'm not going to make that claim. But it didn't go up in flames. So that's good. I'm not making that claim, just to be clear. And then I just thought, you know what, it'd be nice to have And because it's got to be washed, because I see lots of these types of aprons and they look so smart and you can spend a fortune on them. My ex-husband's in catering and I used to buy aprons like this for like 90 odd quid for him because they needed to be washed and worn. But if they've got leather on, you're going to struggle to wash them. So what I've done instead on this, I've used my noodle and I've done it so you can popper it off and pop it in the wash. So anything with a cork trim or a leather trim, whatever you're choosing to do on it, comes off. And then that can then just go through the wash. Perfect. Job done. So super, super smart. Very useful. This is going to be one you will keep hopefully for years and years and years. This is the last of our technical fabrics. Hello, what's that there, Gemma saying? On YouTube, should we say hello to our YouTubers? We have got, good morning, Natasha. I hope you're feeling rant-free today. Bloodwin, I cannot guarantee that for you today, I'm afraid, given that I was up at 1:30 this morning, still trying to work out how we can, with the deadline fast approaching, how we can still supply at least patterns to our beautiful viewers in the EU and Ireland, because we've had subscribers cancel and all sorts because they can't get the stuff, they can't get the patterns. What good is it? It absolutely breaks my heart. So no, I can't promise that because I'm now deprived and rant-worthy. Cynthia's here, greetings. Helen's here, morning. Watching live for a change, working from home so I can watch son's first nativity. Emily's is next week. She is a star. I think it's going to be a dangerous morning for the bank balance. I have to say, today is a lot of last chance saloons, I'm afraid, because that's just how it rolls. That's just how it goes. So, we are nearly up to date on orders. Jane's working on the 8th, I think, today. So yeah, we are catching up quite quickly. And I've got some gifting ideas for you as well. So where to start, really? Probably with a very quick demo because last week, so many of you went absolutely crazy. I'll say hello to Facebookers in a minute as well. For this little bundle. This is the Cork PU card holder. We have demoed this before. This kit comes with the Mylar templates and a wallet tool. Now, these wallet tools have just been insanely popular because they've got a cable bender, you've got a wire cutter, you've got a wrench kit, you've got a letter opener, a nail puller, a hex wrench, your can opener, you've got a box opener, you've got a protractor, you've got a keyring hole, you've got a ruler, you've got a smartphone slot, and you've got dividers. It's just got all sorts of things in there. It's a really, really useful tool. If you are struggling for a gentleman in your life, why don't you make one of these? Hello. I'm just going to look at your sound because you're a bit Metal Mickey. I'm a bit Metal Mickey. There you go. You can have a little rummage. And then it occurred to me in yesterday, but I'd also had this come in. Now each kit will be slightly different with these because they are all a little bit different, but it's like your fashion PU. I've used one already. That was my kit there. So I've used one. And out of one of these, you're going to get, let me show you the kits. So you will get a 1/2 metre of our black PU. That's an awful lot. That's 140 centimetres by 1/2 metre. So, I mean, yeah, a fat quarter would have done it with this anyway. So that's already, you'll get 6 of these before you've even used half of the black PU. And this is how you're going to do it, because you can, if you're using these 2 PUs, then the heat and bond isn't going to work, but leather glue does. So some of the kits have got leather glue. If you've got glues, if you've got things like Powertex or whatever, then you're sorted, you're done, you don't need that. So some of the kits come with glue if you need glue, some come without glue. But mine came with glue. You can see, oh, samples are selling fast, many have already gone. Okay, we'll get onto those in a minute. This is just really useful stuff. And if when you've bonded the cork stuff, if you've missed a bit or you haven't bonded it quite heavily enough, this is the stuff to go into. And I'll tell you why it's so good, because look, it's got a really, really narrow applicator. So if you have missed a little bit, then you can just squidge in and go in around there. And then if you need to, you've got a spatula, like we're 5 and back at school. So you can do all of that. What have I dropped on there? Oh, I don't know. Some sort of thread. So what I would suggest is popping a little bit of glue until I use this. You can also tell I've got to have my own with my name on so that we don't accidentally sell your part used one. So a little bit of glue on there. And it does only need to be a little bit just to hold it, because you're going to top stitch along these. You've seen me demo this. Oh, it's got a needly thing that goes back in there so that it doesn't all bung up. So if anybody does get this one with my name on, you know it's mine. Sorry. So you're going to pop one of your fashion ones on the outside, plain PU on the back. I would top stitch along these. I glued these ones earlier. I would top stitch along these. Have a look, guys, on our page, because the samples are, I mean, Gemma is loading them as we speak, bless her. Now this might be slightly dangerous because I've only just glued this, so it doesn't have a full bond. But in the interest of getting a demo done, we'll go with it, shall we? Yeah, look, I've nudged it off just a little bit. Please let it dry. Please give it that moment. And then you can either do it like that and have your fashion PU on the outside, or you can do it like that. I would have to trim that back because I went in too quick before it had glued. I tend to start in the middle on the bottom and then sew around like I did there. And then you can pop gift card in there, wallet tool in there, and you're good to go. That's just my little suggestion on this. So whether you want to get 3 with the glue or without the glue or whatever it is. The other thing, of course, is that these will work with your heat and bond with a fabric, a normal cotton fabric. So if you want to do it with just a normal cotton fabric or with the rest of your black PU, use one of your beautiful fabrics on the other side, you absolutely can. It's a very, very versatile bundle, this one. The other thing is that on today's make, if you would like to, instead of using cork for these bits, if you want to use your pleather, then you absolutely can. You can use any of these and you don't have to worry because these will now come off to be washed. So that's absolutely fine. So I've got those options. When they're gone, they are gone, by the way. Now, let me show you. Oh, I have got cotton drills. again, by the meter. There is a bundle option if you would like all three. So we've got brown, olive green and navy there. If you want all three, there is obviously deals to be had on that. So I've used the olive green. I can demo in, well, any of them really. Rustic brown, we've called this. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Rustic brown. There we go. So there we go, there's that blue. Let's give that one a little outing. We'll demo with that in just one moment. So we've gone through those. There's a lot on today's show. Please bear with me if it feels a little bit higgledy-piggledy. It's probably because it is. But we're going to get there. Now, look at the state of my desk, honestly. It's a proper workspace, isn't it, this one? Seriously. Now, you lot. We have now sold out 3 times. These are being loaded throughout the day. Gemma is absolutely swamped, and Izzy and I came up with, well, Izzy sent me a message this morning and said, you've sold out of your scallop bib bundles again. Shall we make some more? Yes. Now, you either get 3.5 meters or 6 fat quarters. It's the same. It's the same amount of fabric. And brush cotton. It's the brush cotton that we are looking at here. And these are our new scalloped bibs. They're ever so pretty. Really, really, really lovely. And they are double-sided with brushed cotton, so that little bit of extra luxury. When Jane put these on her granddaughter, first thing she did was rub it against her cheek because she loved the feel of it. So I just think that's really lovely. And because they're double-sided, then if you double side them with different colours, then you've got different options. If you're one of those mums that has it to go with an outfit, I generally had it to go with whatever colour food was being eaten. So actually, that one would have been a winner because it's sort of food coloured. And so these kits will make a minimum of 6. And then with what I had left over, you can then make, I've made Emily some little ones, some little hand warmers. Please don't use a polyester thread if you're making hand warmers. I've filled these with rice. They will go in the microwave, not for as long as Freddie did, who's just learning to use a microwave and didn't ask me how long to put it on for. Put it on for 2 minutes and set fire to it. Don't do that. That's a really bad idea. Just like 20-30 seconds should do it. If in doubt, go 10 seconds and just keep doing 10 seconds until it's warm, and then you'll know. Not full on 2 minutes and then set fire to the place. So that was not his finest moment. Anyway, these are the adult size, and then you can do them smaller for little hands, and you will get quite a few out of there. So if you're gifting as well, they're absolutely perfect. My niece, she's got horses, and she requests these to put in her pockets and keep everything warm. So bundles that will be up. These are not up yet, but you can always add to your order later. We have got 3.5 meters of flannel. So you can mix and match which go with what, because I think that looks really nice with the check. And they all mix and match together. So you can then get a huge variety. So that would make, you might even, because it's a 1/2 meter, you might actually be able to get extra big. I haven't checked that. So we've got various different colour options in your winter ones. It's up to you to check which ones you fancy. And away you go. So you've got some quite Christmassy, wintry ones. Just some really lovely ones there. These aren't baby, you know. Some people, well, I say they're not baby. Like that one's not baby. But some people don't want baby. If you do want baby, then these will be the ones for you. And again, 3.5 meters. You can then mix and match them however you wish. I love this one with the bunnies and the birds and the flowers. But it's in pinks and blues and yellows and greens. So for me, that's a winner, whether it's a blue flavour or a pink flavour. but I think they're going to be beautiful. Or if you just want, look at these rainbows all over the place, rainbow stripe yellow, gorgeous. Another option, or maybe, oh, this is the fat quarter. Wiz has done us a 6 fat quarter bundle as well. So if you want to truly mix and match, but these are fat quarters, so you're not going to get, these are big chunks. You can make lots of other stuff with it if you just want to do like a whole bedroom thing. Because the other thing that these do is make beautiful wipes, washable wipes. So with what you've got left over, in my washing machine every day there are washable wipes I've taken my makeup off with, back in through the wash, and the brushed cotton is lovely for those. So they are being loaded today as we speak. I had to show those first because otherwise I couldn't get to what I need to in terms of samples. So my box of samples, and I don't know, I'm really sorry, I don't know what has already sold and what hasn't. So please bear with me because I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? But it's one of those things that it's last chance, really. Oh, Jane's cushion, Jane's ribbon tree Christmas cushion. I don't know how Gemma hasn't nabbed this, actually. I thought she'd have been right in with that. Absolutely beautiful. That is up for sale. That is for the cushion cover only. Only. I can message sellout samples. Well, we can go through them very quickly, and if they're not there, they're not there. The dog cushion with a zip finish in denim, all beautifully frayed and expertly done by our Jane. This is the Essential Wash Bag. This is in a water repellent William Morris with a cork, zip, pocket, everything. It's quite detailed, actually, this. All in there. That's up for grabs today. We only made this the other day. This is the 50/50 bag, and it comes with matching clutch. It's up for grabs. We have got one of Jane's quilts, this beautiful quilt. So if you bought the kit but you haven't maybe made it yet, you can always cheat, use the fabric for something else, and there you go. You've got it. We know this. If you would like a Christmas wall... Oh, no, this isn't the Christmas wall hanging. This is your little monsters. I love this one very much. Freddie wants to colour it in, so it needs to go before Freddie gets hold of our colouring pens and starts colouring. Would not be ideal. Christmas wall hanging. Here this one is. This was a popular with your Rudolph and your Santa. That's for sale as well. That's been backed in a cave. That's all whiz. These are backed in Lewis and Irene fabrics there. Lovely. Oh yeah, no, I'm keeping the bunting. You can't have that. You can have, however, you can have my Liberty denim bag, which is very spacious and roomy. Look at the bottom. There you go. That's up for grabs, that one. Double handle bag. Or if you want it in the wax, then we've got it in the wax, again with Liberty on the inside. So denim or our wax, you've got those two options there. Talking of wax, and our technical fabric, the drill fabric. Oh my gosh, this was such a popular show. This is lined in the ripstop, that beautiful soft teal ripstop. That is also available, as is this one, which is the same inside and out. Again, waterproof fabrics, perfect wash bags, lovely job. First time I've ever sold one of my samples of the Curvy and Fabulous bag, but there it is. I'm keeping the other one. If you would like your travel mug container, do you remember these? They open out, tea bags, mug in there. And so it all opens out, so you can put your biscuits on there. And away it all goes. You can actually undo that bit as well. So you've got everything there for your travels, especially, you know, if you're on the train and you don't quite know what's been on the table before. You don't want to put anything on there, do you, really? But it's all popped up. Does not come with the mug, by the way. That's our last Natasha Makes mug. Aha! We've got these. Now, this has got your 18 centimetre tubular frame. These gorgeous handles. And this is in a Teflon coated William Morris fabric. All of that. Now, we do have kits to make these, which are on a special offer. Not only that, but if you check out your Friday deals, we've got 2 new coloured handles. Let me show you these. Oh, Gemma says some of these aren't loaded, but keep checking back because she'll get them loaded. I know you will. It all got a little bit crazy this morning. So on this bag, I use these handles. I've got blush ones coming in for your Friday deals and black ones. I just love this shape handle and the detailing on here. They're just really, really, really classy. Lovely, lovely handles to use. So store them away for a make. It's getting full, isn't it? The cat bag. Grumpy cat bag, he's up for grabs. Now bear in mind these are all samples. Some of these will have been on show at the NEC, pinned to the wall. This one here is made out of my favourite tapestry. I love this one. It's really beautiful. And it's got big handles. We don't normally put such big handles on. But yeah, there it is. And then, if you would like velvet glasses case made by my own fair hand, or maybe this little number. This is your money and phone purse. And this is all velvet lined, which is rather lovely. This one got a bit squashed at the bottom, but it will bounce back. This is one of your little trinket with a Japonica, William Morris, not William Morris, a K Facet Collective Japonica in there. And then if you want a little collection, then this bag here this has got your George Mendoza, but you've got your cable tidy matching, all matchy. And your folded wallet, again, matchy. So they all come together. You can pop all that in there. And away you go. You've got everything. So that's up for sale as well. 2 more things to show you. Made this last week. This is on the show. So our quilted velvet. K Facet Japonicas on the inside, and this alone should have been $9.99, just that. So that is a cracking deal there. And then last but no means least, slightly squashed at the bottom, is my I Am Not a Doctor's tapestry bag with the Pimpernel fabric. There it is. 40 centimetre frame in that. The frames alone were very expensive. So there you go. That is everything. Fill your boots. And if you can't see the one that you want, and it's not showing as sold out, and you can't even see it, it's because Gemma probably hasn't loaded it yet. In which case, hang fire, she'll get to it, is all I can say. Yeah, Gemma, you can always pop across to me what's already sold, and then people will know if needs be. Oh, gosh. Right. About ready for a cup of tea now. Crikey bobs. I know that none of the brush cotton is loaded yet, because that's only just been sent across to Gemma, who went, how many things? Okay. So, let's see, shall we? See above. Right. But the frame bags have gone. The essential wash bag has gone. Both waterproof wash bags have gone. The 50/50 is gone. The dog cushion and the Curvy and Fabulous have gone. The glasses case is gone. Some of these are not loaded. I will keep checking back. Okay, there's not a lot that wasn't loaded, probably just a quilt or two. Quilted velvet clutch line also gone. Okay, all right, thank you. We'll just keep bringing you these sorts of things then, shall we? Yeah. Okay, all right. Whew. Gosh. Well done. Good job. Okay. So, today's demo. Let's do this backwards, okay? Because I've got part way. And there's a little bit of repetition when it comes to this stage. So, we want to do grommets in. So, we put grommets in at the top. And then don't hammer it in on the pocket because it marks it. It's a very silly idea. We're going to put grommets in either side here. So I've got the silver grommets left. And in fact, Gemma, if you just look, I have now got one extra of these ones, the gold and silver ones. I do have one more of those. So, grommets are a go-go. I would say a minimum of, well, it kind of depends how big you're going to do with your swivel clips. But I'd say a minimum of 8 to 10 mil. So, where those seams meet, just pop it on the edge there and then just draw a circle round and do that on the other side over here, so that you're not going to be cutting through your fabric. Now what I sometimes do with grommets is add a layer of glue around them once they're in as well. Just sometimes, especially if it's like anything on a dog coat or anything like that that's going to get heavily worn. If I'm only using a single layer of fabric. If you're going through lots and lots and lots of layers, then that's one thing. But if I'm just going through a single layer, then sometimes I might just do that. Just belt and braces. Just need to make that slightly bigger around there. And in we go. And that then gets clamped in there. So, and the only reason that this needs to be big, because this side here will cross over. Let's pretend that's on that side. That will cross over. And you just need to be able to pop that through there. Which you'll be able to do. And let me just... And again, I've suggested that you do this nice and close to the top so that you don't have to spend a fortune on really expensive, really big swivel clips and stuff. There you go. So if you've had these swivel clips off us in the past, they work. And again, I've tried to use things that you will already have in your stash. So if you've got our bag handle, bag strap end template, then that's what I've used on here and here. And it just looks quite smart because it's got a little bit of difference there. So let's pop this grommet in here. So you see, this is why I've kind of part done this, because you don't want to see me put 4 grommets in. It would just be boring. So making sure that's on there, that's on there. Give that a good squeeze. There we go. So to make the straps, let's have a look at the straps. 60 inches of your herringbone webbing. We had this on the show the other day, so that's what the 1.5 meters per strap. So 3 meters I would be ordering there. Now, pop a bit of quilters wash away tape on the back once you've cut out your shapes. Now this could be leather, cork, whatever, doesn't matter. Pop your swivel clip on there. Take and then we'll sew around there. If you want to add rivets on there and make it really swanky, then you can. Now, the other end, I want it to kind of match. So what I've done is I've taken one of these and I'm just going to fold that back on itself. Okay. And then if I had a pen, if I had a hammer, where's my pen? There's the lid, but where's the pen? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, you can just draw around that edge, or even just fold it over and just follow and repeat that edge. And then again, I would be putting a little thing of tape along there. You'll do a neater job on that. But then you see it's just that curve then matches everywhere. And then you're going to get a nice professional end. Rather than having to fold it over and over and over and over and over and try and stitch it, you can then just sew around there on your machine and there. And that is a really smart strap. Like, we've upgraded massively here, haven't we? And then on this here, like I say, when you see these posh aprons, these are generally riveted on, but means you can't wash them. So. Let's pop a little hole for our snaps. I did mark it earlier. And then I'm going to just put a silver snap in. Again, I've made a hole in those. Probably could have done a better job with that. Is that one? I've gone all wonky cutting these out. I don't know what's wrong with me this morning. I need one of those. And one of those for the other side. And tick, 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 tick. Where are my little stumpy bits? There we go. 1 and 2. Is that everything I need? Oh no, I need the back of that. And to do this on my mat. The other thing, by the way, the other thing that you could have done is if you've got these edge kits, then you can make your own shaped edges, which are really, really, really smart. They're really smart. And then you've got all sorts of choices. We've got a couple of those left after yesterday. They only went on sale yesterday. And I know that is quite different for some of you. So you've got, if you feel them, then you'll feel that one end is sharper than the other, but you'd put that onto your board and then hammer. And they're really good. I went through 2 layers of cork with mine last night, without blinking. It was great. It was really good. And then thought, oh, is that fair if everybody hasn't got that? But if you do have it, then you can have lots of fun because you can make lots of lovely shaped ends to your straps, which is very exciting. This gives me great joy. Right, let's pop these in. Making sure that pointy uppy bit sits into the underside of the male part there, so it doesn't lose its shape and integrity when you hammer it. And then I can pop those on. I haven't put those in the right place, have I? Never mind. You get the idea as to how that's going to go. So, yeah, no, that should have gone there. I've made the hole in the wrong place. There's my hole. I can take that out and do that later. You get the idea. Should you wish, again, these are your finishing off touches, aren't they? So if you've got your rivets on the pockets, I'll show you how to make a pocket in a minute, but on the pockets, if you want to add, again, just a little rivet, and I don't do it through any of the stitching, I do it just underneath the stitching, just on the top. Again, it's emulating that professional look, isn't it? And just popping your little rivets in there. It just looks smart. And we can do that now. I used to have a fear of rivets. I don't know about you, but I wasn't quite sure what I was doing with them. So I used to be really fearful about using them. But now I've got them, it's like, I'm going to use them on everything, as you may have noticed. But for a couple of minutes extra, to pop a double cap rivet on. Because then you see that's all going to blend. It's going to be right nice. More fingers and thumbs this morning. So pop your caps on so that then it's all held in place. Pop that under there. And again, what it's doing, it's not just looking pretty. It looks pretty. It's not just looking pretty. What we're doing when we do this is if you are a pocket overfiller, you're not going to rip the top of that pocket now. You know, it's very easy, isn't it, to rip the stitches at the top of a pocket. But what you're doing when you put that in there is you're stopping that from happening. So we have got things that we can pop utensils in, hang things from, whatever, slide things through, pop our bottle opener through or whatever, and then I would put rivets again on there, and that's looking pretty smart. Pretty smart, I think. I like it. How do we get to this stage? This is double-edged, but I want to show you how to do this. I showed you the other day, and I am now a little bit in love with this technique, so I'm going to keep shouting about it and using it. It's as simple as that. So there are a couple of bits that you can adjust when you come to make this apron. Oh, and by the way, here we go. Bear with me, just one moment. For those of you just joining, going, well, what's it going to look like? I can kind of start to show you that now. Obviously, that will be tucked on properly. It's going to look... I've popped that into the back already, haven't I? There we go. It's going to look like that. Pop that on there for now. Bearing in mind, I'll pop that in the proper... Pop my popper in the proper place. Proper place. That's what it's going to look like. I think that's smart. I do think that's smart. I'd wear that just as a in the workroom one, to be honest. Very smart. And again, have a look at the little video that I posted on Facebook showing how the water and the oil, it balls and it just ran off. Just did. Don't ask me how. Just did. It's a little bit magic. Right. By the way, if you want, we've got actual real leather bag ends that you can use on there if you want, like real proper leather. We've also got templates for your bag ends with meters of webbing as well for bags. Yeah, you'll find those on the website. Need to clear the decks. Still haven't found that pen. No idea where it is. No, it's not that one. Rivets. I've got silver rivets and one of the gold and silver. Right, let's have a look then at today's fabric. So, a meter piece. Beautiful. Lovely. On the fold. We're going to work on the fold. Okay, today. And we are going to get a pen. Where's my white? Honestly, all the pens in here, and I can't see. Wood for the trees, as they say. Ah, here we go. This will do. Perfect. So. I would suggest from that fold. Now, if you are making for someone that is super wide chested, this probably isn't going to be wide enough. All of your measurements are in your instructions there. Okay. We are then going to come down 10 inches. Okay. But we're not sitting there. We are going to come up from this fold. All these measurements are in there. So we've got this as a place to work towards. And then you can get your template, or you can freehand it if you wish. If you want to freestyle it, then you can. But if you're someone that goes, I can't draw a curve, that's all right. Got you covered. It's all good. But again, if you're making for someone that's got a big chest, then you might want to just take that slightly wider. It's up to you. Okay. And then from there, from that point there, I am going to measure down 22 inches. Now again, please, 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 if you want to make this longer, make it longer. If you want to make it shorter, make it shorter. Nobody minds. Yeah, there we go. And then we're just going to cut this all out. It's got a lovely feel to it, this. Really nice feel to it. Oh, hello. Helps if I actually use the ruler. This is going to be smart, isn't it? Okay. So I just want to show you how we're going to do these seams. Okay. Quarters washaway tape is your friend here. And I worked this out the other day, and I don't know why I've ever done rolled hems any other way, to be honest, because the quarters washaway tape gives me an even 1/4 of an inch. When I peel that back, I can use the edge of it as a guide, roll that back. If in this cold weather, I don't know, I know some of you work in conservatories and stuff, which is sometimes hard to keep warm, and then roll that over again if you need to, and then you can just finger press, and then top stitch that down. If you need to add any extra, because sometimes this isn't quite as sticky in cold weather, then just apply a little bit of warmth from your iron. Okay, and then you're just going to sew that down, and honestly that is the quickest, easiest way and I would do the same down the sides. I'd do all the straight edges first, but we don't really have time for all of that. But just look how smart that looks already. And I would do, just for ease, I did all the straight edges first, but let me show you these curves, because this is the game changer for me. You can curve this tape around. Okay. Now the fabric's going to curve because you've cut it on the bias. But now you roll it, you kind of roll it back onto the edge of the tape. Brilliant. And then you roll it again. Now, because we're on a curve, it is going to start to want to move and come away. But we're going to stitch that down. And honestly, it is such a neat finish. No pins, nothing. As this is folded, it's folded against that layer of tape, so it's already got some kind of integrity there. I tell you, this is the quickest and easiest way I've ever rolled a hem. So if you haven't got any of our quilters wash away tape, I would urge you to get some, because honestly, it's a game changer. Because look how neat and how quickly we hemmed that curve. Look. Oh, lovely. So from the front, from the top, look how neat that is. Just brilliant. So that's what I would do for that. For the pockets, and you've got two different size pockets, I would make them both this way. So on one side, I'm starting with a square on this one, but on whatever top edge you've got, again, that tape goes down. Roll it exactly like we did. Roll it again. Top stitch. And then I'm just going to put a line of tape around the rest of it. Turn that seam under. Like so, and then I would just run another line of tape along that bottom edge, or any of them really, doesn't matter. Because then all you're going to do is on that centre fold line, about 5 inches down, take off that tape, baste it in place, and then top stitch that. Top stitch that pocket on. But you can start to see, especially this one, by the time that you've got your cork and stuff on there. It's going to be really, really, really smart. I'd probably use gold grommets on this one, but just because I've used a gold thread. If I used a white thread, then I'd use silver. So it's just getting those sorts of things. And this just feels so nice. It feels like the luxury fabric that it is. So I'm just going to check Gemma's message. That's it, guys. That is today's make. It's not a tricky one. The one, yes. We did have an extra one, Gemma, but we'll check that. Right, okay. Do we have any rivets in stock apart from the rhinestone ones? I think we might have a packet, yes, Gemma, but if not, then we can always buy some more. So if you do need rivets, I can load some more if we don't have any more, because I can get some of those in quite quickly. So yeah, if you need rivets, we can sort you for rivets. I didn't realize we'd sold out. We normally try and keep a stock of rivets and Chicago screws and stuff like that. That's the other thing. If you don't want to do poppers, you could always do Chicago screws on those little patches across there. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. Half Meter Heavens for tomorrow. Would you like to see before I go anywhere? Here we go. Here we go. And then Friday deals. Oh my goodness, we've got so many beautiful Friday deals. This is beautiful. So we've got brush leaves with cadet blue there, which is rather lovely. We have got japonica blue with amethyst. We had this, it's sold out. So we've got a little bit more stock there to load. K Facet Collective, your folk flower. Look how beautiful that is with the mint. Just beautiful. Now this is a canvas. This is a canvas. Look at those bears. They're just beautiful. So what I would suggest is you could use this for doing little mini makes, or if you pop 2 in your basket. I'm not sure if we've cut these yet or if we've got any left on the bolt, but if I see anyone that's got 2 on the canvas, and if you pop a note saying I'm making an apron, if we can, then we'll cut it as a continuous unit for you. But how beautiful. Or maybe we'll just load anything that we've got left of this. Gemma, have we got this loaded? Just good to go, because then you could make aprons for little ones out of that. I think that's rather gorgeous. I've got a couple of other canvases actually. Again, these are just absolutely perfect for bags and things like that. It's not often that we do canvases, because canvases normally come in at a much higher price. This is an art gallery fabric canvas again, so it's a wider width as well, so you're getting more for your money there. Yeah, that's your art gallery fabric canvas. We've put that with Midnight just to go for this really deep colour in there. And again, brush leaves. This is the canvas version. So you may have had this in the cotton, quilt and cotton version. This is it in the canvas version with dark grey. How beautiful is that? I love that. So perfect for your bags, your market totes, all that sorts of things. We've got some shell rummel, which is so pretty, with blush. When you get it home, you'll see how this is a real brush stroke painted effect. It's very beautiful. And I have got a little bit here of your Tula Pink gift wrapped. He's upside down. Here he is, gift wrapped. You've got some dinosaurs hiding in there with salmon, I think. Perfect. So there we go, everybody. They are today's deals and everything else. Take a good look. Oh, okay. Gemma says that she's still got a few more samples to be loaded. So keep checking back. If there's 1 or 2 there that you've wanted and you can't see them as sold out and you can't see them under today's show collection, where do you find today's show collection? NatashaMakes.com. You'll see a banner across the top. Workshop Wednesday. Click on that and you can shop all from there. Everything that Gemma is loading for today's show will be under there and then you can access it. So if you can't find it yet, probably just means that she hasn't had a chance to load it, because Shopify, that's the back end of our website, is playing up for her. It's currently unresponsive. It needs a little poke. Generally, when we out it for being a bit rubbish, it starts to behave. Same with Adobe. But, you know, I'm sure that she's saying lots of rude words there. Thank you ever so much for watching. Grab those Half Meter Heaven deals. They are crackers. And then Friday Yay or Friday deals. If you are in Ireland and Europe, please, 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 you have got until end of play Thursday before, in fact, Thursday. I don't think we've even left it until end of play, just in case different time zones kick in. To download any patterns that you want from us before the EU say, yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. So until we can find a work around it and a partner in the EU, this is the crazy thing. We've got to find someone in the EU to work with. We don't know anyone in the EU to work with. And then you've got to trust them. Oh, it's very stressful. Anyway, when we find that, we'll see if it's financially viable with their wages on top of everything else to reintroduce our $6.99 downloads. Have a lovely rest of your day, and take care. And I will see you next week for lots of goodies and bargains. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.